learn the names of the notes. Hi and welcome to your violin lesson. Today we're finally going to learn how to read notes. We start with the lowest string of the violin, which is G, and we'll learn the French names of the notes. So it will be Sol for G. Then comes first finger, which would be La. Second finger goes to the third finger, is Si. Third finger is Do. And fourth finger is Re. So let's repeat the whole thing. Sol, La, Si, Do, Re. And then we have the open D string, which is also Re. So the fourth finger on the G string and the open D string is the same note. So it's D and D, which is Re and Re. So we start on a D string, Re, Mi, and then it would be actually Fa when the second finger would go down to the first finger, but it goes up to the third finger, and that's why it's Fa diez, which means F sharp. Fa diez. Then comes third finger Sol again, like the open G string, just one octave higher. And then we have La again, like the first finger on the G string, remember? Just one octave higher. In case you don't know what an octave is, it's an interval. And in case you don't know what an interval is the difference between two notes. The difference between these two notes makes an octave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Octave. Octave means like 8. D string one more time. Re, Mi, Fa diez, Sol, La. Then we move on to the A string. Open A string is La again. So the fourth finger on the D string is La. Open A string is La. Same note. Then comes first finger on the A string is Si. La, Si. Second finger on the A string would be Do if it would go to the first finger, but it goes to the second finger, that's why it's Do diez. Do diez, which means C sharp. Do diez, Re, and Mi. Not me, but Mi. La, Si, first finger, Do diez, second finger, Re, third finger, Mi, fourth finger. That was the A string. La, Si, Do diez, Re, Mi. Then comes the E string, and the E is again Mi, like the fourth finger on the A string, same note. Mi, Fa diez, Sol diez, La, and Si. Let's try it again. Mi, first finger Fa diez, because it's F sharp. If the first finger would go to the knot, it would be Fa, but it's Fa diez. Then second finger goes to the third, Sol diez. If it would go to the first finger, it would be Sol, but it's Sol diez. Third finger La. Fourth finger on the E string, Si. Let's repeat. Sol, La, Si, Do, Re. That was G string. Now D string. Re, Mi, Fa diez, Sol, La. A string, La. Si, Do diez, Re, Mi, and then open E string, Mi, Fa diez, Sol diez, La, and Si. Now you know all the names in French and in Italian. Now going to learn all the names of the notes, the way people use them in Germany and England and the United States as well. It's G, A, B, C, D, G, A, B, C, D on a G string. Then we have the D string, D, same note again, fourth finger on the G string and open D string, same note, D, E, F sharp, because the second finger is high and goes to the third finger, it's F sharp, otherwise it would have been F if it would go to the first finger. So it's F sharp, second finger on the D string, third finger on the D string is G, and fourth finger on the D string is A. Same thing, open A string is obviously also A, same note. So A, the A string, and then B, first finger on the A string. Second finger on the A string is C sharp, because second finger is high. Right now, not always, but that's the way beginners learn. So second finger is high. Then third finger on the A string is D. Fourth finger on the A string is E. Let's repeat. A, first finger B, second finger C sharp, third finger D, and fourth finger E. Moving on to the E string, which is E. Then comes F sharp, first finger is high, it doesn't go to the nut, that's why it's F sharp. Second finger is also high, it's G sharp. Then comes A, third finger on the E string. Fourth finger on the E string is B. Let's repeat. E, first finger F sharp, second finger G sharp, third finger A, fourth finger B. We write the music on a stave. In Britain you say stave, in the States you say staff. We write the notes either on the lines or in a space between the lines. And the G is so low that we need 2 ledger lines. Yeah, so 2 additional lines. 5 lines of the staff are not enough. That's how low it is. So G is under the second ledger line. Then the first finger on the G string, A, is on the second ledger line, is 1 step higher. Then we go 1 step higher and it's B, which is under the first ledger line. Then comes third finger on a G string, which is C, which is on the first ledger line. And then comes D, which is under the first line of the staff. And this is how you learn the notes. So every day you look into the music and you repeat, okay, this is what the G looks like. It's very low. Its note head is under the second ledger line. And try to memorize it. I always tell my students, try to at least memorize 1 note per week. It's not much. If you repeat it every day, you try to memorize it, you play it and you say G, it's under the second ledger line. Then at some point you can start expanding it and you can say, okay, today I'm going to learn the next G as well, which would be the third finger on the D string. And we write that note on the second line of the staff and we count the lines of the staff from bottom to top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is another G. Third finger on the D string, another G. So now we learned open G string and third finger on the D string is also G. Then one day you decide to learn the next G, which is the second finger on the E string. At the moment we're playing G sharp. Yeah, second finger goes to the third finger, so that's G sharp, and so on. So I'll put the link to the sheet music in the description box. You can download it from my Patreon page. If you haven't already, then join my Patreon page. It's fun. I'm sharing a lot of sheet music there with my students. If you have a request for a new tutorial, remember to post your comments down below. Let me know what else you need, how else I can help you, and remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, share this video with all the violin beginners. I'll see you as usual in the next video.